Hi, my name is John Price, and we are live here, driving down the road, wanting to talk about what's going on today, and what's going on in our presidential election stuff. You know, I was watching some stuff last night. I watched a little bit of the debate. It's laboring to get through because of all the fussing and fighting between the candidates. You know, I feel like we're fueling the fire for the Democrats, you know, for Hillary Clinton, which will probably get the nomination on the Democrat side unless Bernie Sanders comes up with a miracle in the next whatever. So, what do we need to do? You know, we need to kind of unite somehow and find some common ground. I did notice that Donald Trump was a little bit more agreeable in certain situations, except when he was attacked. So I don't think attacking a candidate, especially within the party, is the way to go. I've noticed on the, I really don't even have Facebook anymore, but I use it for my business and for my nonprofit organization that I'm over. And sometimes I'll see posts, and it's just like this hate, and trying to influence people to vote for other people. Let me tell you something, people. Facebook is not going to be the way to convert people to your candidate. All it is doing is fueling the fire and aggravating people. And then what it's going to come down to is that you're going to be losing a lot of friends. It's going to be awkward when you meet these people again. And it's just, you know, I think it's important that we get to the issues. I mean, we all have character flaws. We all have issues that we're dealing with on a daily basis. And we have shortcomings. You know, we're born into a society that we have shortcomings. We're born with original sin from our first parents, Adam and Eve. So we all have these inclinations of shortcomings. Now, some people live more for the world, so it is a lot more noticeable. They're out there. They're out there doing things. Some things they're not doing very well, and some things they're not doing very good. But when we're trying to win back our country, we're trying to bring back our country to a way that is going to be there for our children, for our grandchildren. All this fighting and bickering is not going to be the way. I'm going to give you my personal view on the three candidates. I don't know much about the man from Ohio, but the other three, Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, and Ted Cruz. In this last in Alabama here, I voted for Ted Cruz. It wasn't really a very decisive decision. I mean, it wasn't something that I had to really play out, because I think when you think of Ted Cruz and Rubio, there's a lot of similarities. Donald Trump's the only one that kind of stands out because he's not a born politician. But in the beginning, I was actually liking Donald Trump because I thought he was bringing the fire to our party, and he was bringing what? Number one thing we need to win this coming election as Republicans, that fire to get out there and do something, and it just got us all motivated. He motivated us. That's what leaders do. That's what successful people do. They motivated us. And that's what Donald Trump continues to do. He's using motivation and his lack of establishment ties according to his political realm. You know, he was not a senator, he's not a governor, he's not a representative, whatever. He's none of those. He was a real estate guy and had his own reality TV show. So he's comes from a total different part of life, society that we live in. So it's kind of, wow, this is new. And one of the things I liked about him was that he was using his own money to fund his campaign, where the others have to have special groups. They go out and get special groups to fund their campaign, which is all fine too. That's how politics works, I guess. So I was excited about Donald Trump in the beginning. I was very excited. And I like that he was not bought. I like that part about Donald Trump. And I'm in real estate too, so I've read some books or information about Donald, on being successful in real estate. So, you look at this and you're kind of weighing things out and you're like, wow, this could be a change. This could be a difference. But the things that I don't like about Donald Trump is that he does not have a decisive plan for our country that he's actually laid out. But I give him credit for the debate last night that he was saying that you can change and you have to outweigh certain decisions based on circumstances. And that's business life. That's life out here in the world. I might have planned to do this, and this today, but you know what? It didn't work out that way. I'm already, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. And I'm driving down the road speaking through this recorder. But I had more things planned this morning, but hey, things came up. I had to make phone calls. Those phone calls took time. One call I thought was a 5-minute deal was a 30-minute deal. So, yeah, you have to plan on circumstances when the circumstances arise. Sometimes you can't always plan ahead. You can have a plan, but it can change. And I agree with him on that point. But there's certain issues that we need to address. But at the same time, we have to argue that maybe Trump is not able to address these issues because it's always a bickering and fight up there. It's just like, I'm tired of the other two fighting with him. And it's just causing a lot of distraction. Another thing, let's move on to Marco Rubio. Now, Marco Rubio's a very likable guy. He looks nice. He has that pretty boy look, and people are attracted to that. If you're in sales, they always say the best looking people always do better in sales. And I'm not putting people that aren't that way. I'm not putting them down or anything. By no means I'm doing that. I'm just telling you facts and things that I've seen in the past and read. They have actual numbers on this. So he has that look, but at the same time he also has that I'm a politician approach. He has the answers to all the questions. He's been schooled well. He understands a lot about politics. And he's using that to his advantage, which that is the advantage that he has going for him at the moment. But I don't think I just feel like he's not going to be strong enough to fight off the Hillary Clintons. And what will he be able to get done if he was elected president? So that's one of the issues that I have, the major issue I have with him. And I wish let's just stick to the plan here. Stick to what we're here talking about. Not worried about spending the whole time bashing somebody. Okay, I'm going to move to Ted Cruz. What do I like about Ted Cruz? Well, I like Ted Cruz because he looks presidential, for one thing. He has a good history, good record. I like a lot of the things on his record look pretty good according to the facts. And the moral and conservative issues that I'm for, he's for. So that's basically how I judged how I voted for my candidate. Because with Donald Trump, I'm worried a little bit about his moral issues. That's are we electing a Republican Bill Clinton? Is that what we're doing here? I don't know. But there's another angle that I liked about Trump too, is that I feel like he will go to war with Hillary Clinton. He will not back down, and he will fight her to the end. This guy has a lot of fight, as you can see. So
That's what I liked about him. Maybe he could be the bridge to bring the Republican Party back into the realm of things, because there's a lot of Democrats that changed their party to vote for Donald Trump. So we've gained a lot of new party members. We got to look at that too. So is this just the bridge, these 4 years, having Trump as president, the bridge to bring the Republican Party back? It could be. That's something that I've thought about. And especially if he can get a good vice president. If Cruz or Rubio would jump on board with him, if he wins the nomination, he would choose one of those two. I think, wow, I think we're in for something that might work. So anyhow, these are just my thoughts on the presidential thing. I got so aggravated, I couldn't even sleep last night because, I mean, there's so many things going on in life in general. And then you hear this up there, four grown men, which the other guy, John Carish or whatever, how you ever say his name, from Ohio, he wasn't very, he did a good job on trying to stick to the issues instead of the bashing back and forth amongst each other. So he was good on that end. I just don't know much about him, and I just don't think he has a fighting chance. I think he needs to get out, and I think we need to move on. I would suggest that Rubio get out too, and let Trump and Cruz fight it out and just see what happens. So let's see what happens and see where this thing goes. But anyway, I just want to throw my political thoughts. I don't know a whole lot about politics. I was just saying last night it was just disturbing to see the party fighting so much. And over these last couple of debates, it's just, I just feel like we're not getting anywhere in the sense that we're not really getting the issues that need to be touched on. So anyhow, with this said, thank you for listening if you're listening, and I will throw another one out there sometime. And my name is John Price, and I'm actually the president of an organization. It's called the Fatima Family Apostolate, a Catholic organization founded by a Catholic priest named Father Robert J. Fox. And we usually don't get in the political realm, but thought I'd throw my 2 cents out there. Thank you for listening. God bless you. See you next time.